Complaints of channel rules are some of the most infamous blunders in the GoAnimate community, not just because that most of the complaints come from GoAnimate-styled exposal/call-out videos, but also due to the fact that practically everyone who complains about channel rules are automatically hypocritical, despite what they say. Note, this subject may be controversial to the community, and unlike other call-out videos that erroneously say criticism purposes only in the title, this video will be for those purposes. Please don't harass anyone mentioned on this video. 16 reasons will be given why they're hypocritically trashy. 1. The reason why all these complaints are hypocritical is because the majority of the community sticks by, and follows YouTube and Discord's rules that have been set to protect their audiences. Complaining and forcing people to take someone else's rules down is like forcing people to take down the no cyberbullying rule on social media sites, when it's obvious that cyberbullying people can lead to your account being terminated. Not to mention that they may make a Discord server with basically the same kind of rules, effectively making them double hypocrites. 2. They make a big deal out of something so basic. Most of these rules are mainly tied to the comments of the videos and its interactions. If they don't comment on the video or press its like or dislike buttons, then no rules would be broken. 3. The only reason for taking down these channel rules, being a hypocrite, is so bad that it's actually an excuse, and it's not even a good one. Literally everyone can be a hypocrite online, and it's not a big deal as long as it's not affecting anyone. 4. These complaints could have been simple comments on a video or post on their channel instead of making unnecessary exposures. They're just guidelines that people have to follow. Even then, they could have given constructive criticism with the rules instead of forcing people to take them down. 5. YouTube has a feature for adding guidelines on their channel, yet we see absolutely no one complain when people use that feature to show rules on the channel, only if they exist in the channel description. 6. Some people may appear to put the rules out, but they'll end up putting none, because that would make me a hypocrite in the channel description. Why even include the rules if this excuse was going to be brought up in the first place? Might as well not put that there. 7. Like many other subjects on this wiki, instead of removing the video when the offender apologizes for this, they don't even need to because this isn't even a wrongdoing. They erroneously put outdated or especially disowned in the title, especially at the beginning. 8. Many of these complaints can be from people going over channel rules, which are mainly the same kind of complaints, and a lot of them send the wrong information. Cursing being freedom of speech, some Discord servers, YouTube channels, and other public areas prohibit swearing under any circumstances regardless of this claim. If someone doesn't like swearing on their channel, then you'll have to accept it. Using this freedom of speech excuse isn't gonna work. No/don't do action. Most of them will use this exact line, bruh, we can do this action whenever we want, instead of trying to elaborate. Alternatively, they'll use the we have the right argument in their speech. Explain, don't complain. Don't make bad videos out of me. The claim of people have the right to do that is mostly false. Most bad videos are made to harass people, not to give criticism. Due to the community guidelines, they actually don't have the right to make them unless they were trying to expose a criminal for their heinous crimes, provided that no one else has done so before, or if a lot of people are aware of their name, but not their actions. Don't watch, show, not even a rule, yet anyone will take this personally, saying opinion forcer/basher much, again, without elaborating. Elaboration lacking much? And finally, you'll hear we can, thing, whenever we want, and this proves you can't handle, thing, multiple times for each of these videos. Just take our word for it. 9. Adding to number 8, the videos that go over channel rules always expect the worst possible outcome for every single rule, even if they're clearly not forcing anyone to perform an action. They would have acted more aggressively otherwise. Even then, they're wasting their time spreading propaganda and misinformation. 10. Some of these videos can be made of obvious trolls who will either say the N-word with an ER at the end repeatedly, say that 9/11 is funny, it's not, or try to get people to do other stupid things. Some people may set these rules up for bait, and admit to doing so somewhere in the channel description. 11. As stated in the note, a lot of these videos say that they are for constructive criticism purposes only erroneously. Instead of actually giving out constructive criticism, they complain with every rule with copy and pasted dialogue. Sometimes, they will intentionally insult the person by calling them names that they don't want to be called. Guess who's the hypocrite when that happens? 12. Laziness. Some people who go over another person's videos end up putting the reasons in the description, defeating the point of the video in the first place. If you were going to put the information in the description, then the video could have been converted to a community post, or better yet, entirely deleted. 13. Many channel rules have been subjected to GoAnimate-styled rants which repeat the same information. They have similar problems to them and GoAnimate-styled commentaries and approvals, all of which shouldn't even exist, including salutes. No credit to whoever, unnecessary claim which counts as harassment. You need to remove/delete your channel rules, and when they say opinion forcing much, they think that's okay, but not the rules themselves. Don't force people to delete their channel rules. What a user wannabe. Copying one action doesn't mean they're a wannabe of that person, and said person wouldn't have any relation to the person you're calling them a wannabe of. Guess all comedy world grounding video makers are Adam Kleinschmidt wannabes. Obvious sarcasm. Channel rules always need to get exposed, they don't, because doing so causes unnecessary drama, slandering and propaganda. By making a claim like this, you indirectly admit that you want to escalate drama, because exposures like these in the GoAnimate community cause nothing but drama. This proves that you're a hypocrite. Basically, those who say exactly this are automatically hypocrites, especially if they don't want to cause drama in the community. Channel rules are overused/getting old, not an excuse. Grounding videos become overused, along with Discord and YouTube. They all get old as time passes. Use the context properly. This video is for constructive criticism purposes only. This is an obvious lie. No point lying when you are more than aware that you either don't know what criticism really is, or the fact that your video is designed to harass the person you're calling out. 15. Some of these complaints don't even read the rules that they're exposing. For example, Kobe M has been called out numerous times for making them, causing him to make a video debunking the smear campaign against him. He then left the GoAnimate/Vyond community afterwards, and he probably would have been in it still if people didn't unnecessarily expose him for this dumb reason. If you were one of those people, you know what you were doing. You've just called an innocent person out so much that you drove him out of the community forever. This is definitely cancel culture, the sole thing that's ruining society, and you just abused that for the wrong reasons. Are you proud of yourselves? Excuses won't save you, especially if it was in the past. No turning back. The same unnecessary call-outs occurred with Red Hoodie Guy as well, but he left for a different reason. He made proper rules, but people who didn't read them before exposing them, didn't care not one bit. If they did, then they wouldn't have made exposures in the first place. And lastly, 16, and, of course, many people end up hating the GoAnimate/Vyond community with one of the reasons being the drama and toxicity, when in reality, those who force people to take channel rules down, or make videos where they go over channel rules, are adding on to the drama and toxicity, as well as encouraging it. They knew what they were doing. Many of these videos are tied with the infamous freedom reduction excuse, which is simultaneously hypocritical and an attempt at criticism reduction instead. The only redeeming quality is, it's true that the rules can make you hypocritical, but only when you constantly break rules that you put on your channel. If you set the rules to be only to defend yourself and not your audience, if they're blatantly unfair, or if they don't make any sense at all. Even then, this should not be the only complaint, especially because it would have been obvious. Common sense would tell you this. Criticize them peacefully, don't force a removal. How to make proper rules for your channel. 1. Try to take notes from Discord servers and what may be disallowed on sites. 2. Make the rules based mostly around common sense. For example, make many different violating subjects fall under categorized groups, distributed as rules, such as chat/comment courtesy, spam, harassment, derogatory behavior, personal information sharing and NSFW content should be prohibited. Examples below. Keep things civil. No drama, arguments, or toxicity. No scam links. 3. Don't use the channel description about page for your rules. Once people's unneeded exposures of your rules are up there, they're basically there forever. They will put outdated or disowned on the video if you apologize, because they will refuse to delete it. Plus, there isn't enough space. 4. Take your time with typing the rules up. The key is to put enough information for each rule, but not too much to make it hard for people to follow. 5. Make sure your rules are made to protect your audience and not just yourself. This means don't make rules such as, no bad comments or videos out of me, don't block/expose/report/call me, applicable insult, no unsubscribing from me, no subject, haters allowed, don't dislike my videos, start liking/hating, subject, kill, subject, don't deny my apologies, no ranting on me, no bringing up my past, don't kill/ground me, don't go over my channel rules, anything that has the words dogs and chocolate in the same sentence, anything that involves you being called out for a subject repeatedly, followed by you attempting to add a rule to silence people for doing so. 6. Don't copy someone else's rules and or claim them to be your own. We don't want plagiarism to infect the rules after they have taken over the videos, right? 7. If someone notices a problem with your rules, don't be stubborn and accept what they're telling you, unless they say something like channel rules make you a hypocrite, because they're obviously not informed. 8. Adjust the rules when you see fit, but don't change them drastically unless you're gonna make a post stating so. 9. Avoid making mostly duplicate rules, put them into one if you see comparable similarities with them both. And lastly, 10. Be creative with the rules. It doesn't hurt to have a little creativity with them. Now, do me yourselves a favor and do not complain about their channel rules because as you know, complaining has got to be the worst thing.